Greetings to everyone. On behalf of the World Peace and Unity Group and PSSM Europe, we would like to express our sincere gratitude to all those who are participating in this powerful collective meditation that promotes world peace, unity, peace, and peace of mind, health. Thank you. Now, today, there will be a special talk on diabetes and managing stress by Dr. Lokesh Padmakshi. Dr. Padmakshi Lokesh. Now I am really delighted to introduce her to this forum. She is a distinguished clinical psychologist, educationist, stress management specialist, and a personality development trainer with over 15 years of experience. She has held very senior positions like director and CEO of several leading organizations. She has been honored with more than 16 awards in recognition of her outstanding contributions. Her future plans are to extend operations globally, to provide mental health services to the most needed section of society. She is determined and dedicated to making a positive impact on the society. Now, it is my pleasure to invite Dr. Lokesh to speak on the topic diabetes and managing stress. Thank you. Now your forum is yours. You can continue, please.
Doctor, can you place your phone like this?
Okay.
Please. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night. I don't know where all you're from. So it's different time zones. First and foremost, Srikanth sir, thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity. Arundhati ma'am, hello. Kumar Swami sir, hello. Thank you for the introduction.
Thank you.
Leela Devi madam, you're from Australia. That's what it's showing here. Wonderful. It's lovely to come back to our place where you're all constantly playing for world peace. Wonderful. In this, keep on repeating it, in a world where everybody is selfish, you're praying for world peace. It's wonderful. And then I'm sure this is more than 800 episodes which has happened, I think so. Is it, sir? If I'm not wrong.
No, it's I think it's 1412.
Oh, I've just mentioned half. I'm really so sorry. It is 1412. Connecting with people every day, so many episodes, different countries, different time zones, and getting speakers. You are listening, attending. I'm sure even by the time now, if I ask you, all of you have attended so much, you have become so knowledgeable. Probably even the speaker will not know what to tell you because that much information you already have, I think. But with this is really wonderful. Every time I come here, I feel very happy, and it's the same enthusiasm. Arundhati madam will be just writing down the information, and that is really lovely. Hats off to your zeal, all of you. Uh, this is one thing I would like to talk about is diabetes and stress. If they ask me why this, then people tell me, "Are why do you want to talk about diabetes? This is so big deal types." But I have to tell you, it's okay if you have got diabetes. It's okay. You can still survive happily. I want to tell that. If somebody tells me, the other day, I'm actually sitting in my clinic. This is my clinic. And then just maybe it could be some 20-25 days. I just exactly don't remember the dates. There comes a couple. Maybe the husband must be around 40. The wife must be around 35, something that range. So they came and sat. They looked very normal, cheerful, and all. So I realized they could not have any psychiatric disorders, but still, You have to wait. So I asked him what happened. The wife says, I want to divorce this man. It was a surprising thing for me. I asked why, what happened? Does he has an issue? He says, she says, he has no issue. He has a work. He earns well. He, they have recently bought a house. They have a car. Their parents are staying in some other place in their hometowns, so they're okay with that and all. But off late, 3 months ago, he's been diagnosed with diabetes. So I don't want this guy. I asked her what happened. She says diabetes means different lifestyle. I have to cook differently for him. And then he will not adjust. And more so, he has no time for me. He's always working, 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 and he's not giving me time. And why should I sit and take care of this fellow who's not given me time till now? Now he has got diabetes. That means I have to give extra care, which I can't give. I was like, then maybe I started looking at it. Looks like this is a different perspective. She's absolutely right. At 40 years, he's done a fairly very good job. He's been promoted very well and all. He has built a house. So what she's telling is also right. She's a housewife. She says this man never gave me time. Now I have to give him all my time, cooking differently, waking up with him, waking him on time and all. Why should I waste my life on him now? So I said, okay, will you stay separately? She says, no, I don't want to stay with him. I cannot take all his burdens. So I had to actually sit and talk to the girl and tell her it is okay to have diabetes. Half the population have diabetes because the kind of lifestyle we all are living now, diabetes it's coming into everybody's lives. So everybody is talking. Now the whole world is talking about two things very, very nicely. Wellness, diabetes. Because now this is the latest brand. Wellness and diabetes. My grandfather had diabetes. Uh, there's a message here. Okay. My grandfather had diabetes. At any given point of time, it used to be 500. He used to go to different his relatives' house here, there. The first thing he says, I have diabetes. I will not eat too much of sweet. I have diabetes. I will not drink too much of coffee. So people used to think, oh, maybe he doesn't drink. So as per him, we have a sweet called obbatu. I mean, I don't know, we all know that. It's a sweet kept inside. It's done like a chapati and like that, which is sweet. He used to eat 8 to 10 of it. 8 to 10. So now because he has diabetes, he's reduced it to 4. That is means reducing less. So now I am diabetic. I am not eating more. That's his way of looking at diabetes. And then the beauty is he died at the age of 76, not due to any complications of diabetes. He was working in the fields and a snake bit him and he died there only. That's all. So I want to tell people diabetes is there in life, doesn't mean it's the end of life. I want to tell this to everybody. There are so many new drugs which has come, new medicines which has come, where people are now getting more aware and the lifespan and the lifestyle post diagnosis of diabetes has got better. So when you're speaking diabetes, let us understand what diabetes is all about. Diabetes is two types: diabetes mellitus and diabetes insipidus. We study this in our college days. Diabetes insipidus means it's an excessive urination, and diabetes mellitus means sweet is excreted in the urine. Excessive sweet is excreted in the urine. That is what we refer to sugar. Sugar. So it is not that. I want to make it very simple understanding. Diabetes does not mean you eat sugar and it will be excreted in the urine. It is not like that. And then people will say, oh, if I eat sugar, I'll become diabetic. It is not like that. People who have family history, means the parents, the grandparents, if they have family history, they will get diabetes, will. But if you maintain a proper lifestyle, you can postpone the coming of diabetes. And sometimes people tell me, hey, you're so sweet. I'll say, yeah, because even I'm also diabetic. So I got diabetes at the age of 38. So I want to tell people, diabetes, it does not mean before it was thought, diabetes means old people have it. It is not like that. Today, the changing lifestyle, look at the lifestyle. People don't even sleep properly. People don't even drink water properly. The food habits are very, very bad. And then they don't even meditate. You know the importance of meditation and peacefulness and everything. See, every mind, it is like constantly running and running and running. You just ask somebody, stop them and ask them, hey, how are you? They'll say, I'm okay. There is no problem in their life. They'll sing this song. Ayo, my life. Nothing is wrong with them. They have everybody. But still, the reactions are like this. And then you call people, they'll say, hello, how are you? How are you? I'm fine. Okay, what's happening? I'm very busy. I tell people, just stop them for a few minutes and ask them, you're busy doing what? The answer will be like, I don't know. They don't even know what's happening with their lives. So, diabetes is a disorder, I have to tell you, which means there is increase in blood sugar level. Blood sugar level. There will be increase in blood sugar level. Sugar means glucose. C6H12O6. That's the basic sugar molecule. These levels are increased in the blood. People say, okay, if I eat a chocolate, if I eat a sweet, will my blood sugar level go high? Today, I'm not going to explain any scientific aspects of it. I'm only going to give explanations to too many questions which people have asked about diabetes to me. I'm associated with a company which actually deals with diabetic drugs. So I'll be able to tell you those things more. What is diabetes? When it can come? There are 4 types. First one is type 1. This type of diabetes is seen in people age groups of 0 to 18. It means in children. Children below the age group of 18. And then type 2 diabetes is seen in people above age groups of 18. In type 1 diabetes means it is insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. So that means for these people, we need to give them insulin shots. Insulin only is the only treatment. Nowadays we are seeing type 1 diabetes in 5-year-old child, 3-year-old child, even newborns have diabetes, 10-year-old, 18-year-old, all these things are type 1. Type 2 is anybody above the age of 18. So adult diabetes, basically, it's like. So this type of thing, the treatment can be medicine and altering the lifestyle. Next one is GDM, gestational diabetes mellitus. Means you would have seen pregnant women. Gestational means diabetes which is seen in pregnancy. That is diabetes. And if you have to talk about it, I had diabetes during my pregnancy too. See, in a girl, when she's pregnant, the whole family wants to celebrate by giving her sweets. I never had a sweet at all during that time. So I'm giving you this information to tell it to the world. See, it's okay to have diabetes. It's fine, but you need to manage it. That's very important. And the 4th type is pre-diabetes. Pre-diabetes means the person will not have diabetes completely. Means the values are a little higher. If not taken care, it will lead to diabetes. Anytime, it can lead to diabetes. That is called pre-diabetes. So it is first one, type 1 diabetes, seen in children below the age of 18. Type 2 diabetes, seen in people above the age groups of 18. And then third one is gestational diabetes. 4th one is pre-diabetic. And now you are hearing thousands of things like we will do diabetic reversal. You just have keto diet. if you do this, diabetes will be reversed, it will come down and all. I would sincerely tell you, there is nothing like diabetes reversal. Please follow proper lifestyle and you can actually take care of diabetes very, very well. Sorry. So, stress is the major reason for diabetes. Genetics also, if the family history is there, they can also develop diabetes. And also, some of the reasons are not known. Some of the people get diabetes even if the family doesn't have diabetes, or they don't have they are not very stressful. It is probability. So it is like that. Lifestyle also, nowadays you have to look at the lifestyle of people. We need to sleep 6 to 8 hours a day. People don't even sleep that much. When there is no sleep, I have done quite a research on this. When there is no sleep, especially there is something called stress hormone. The name of the stress hormone is called cortisol. The cortisol goes very, very high when there is increased stress. And there is a hormone called melatonin, which is released only during sleep. When person doesn't sleep, the stress hormone is high, melatonin is low. So what happens? The person is stressful. And when they don't sleep, they have very bad habits. When you don't sleep in the night, we keep eating in the night. We keep on eating. You will have all seen all these things. We don't eat food. We don't eat fruits. We eat biscuits, we eat chips, we eat everything. We eat unhealthy food. So again, this mechanism, there is lot of ups and downs and all. There are variations in ghrelin and leptin and other hormones in the body, which will definitely lead to diabetes. So this is basically a hormone-led process. And next one is a stress-led process. And next one is lifestyle. People sometimes they eat during, example, in many disorders, they eat a lot. Yeah, obesity. Obesity, especially, I'll tell you. There are so many people who are very young but still have diabetes. If you can identify by their abdominal circumference. If they have huge tummies, they are definitely prone to diabetes. Definitely. Because if you're, for a woman, it is 34 centimeters, 34 inches. For a man, it is 36 inches. I'm talking about the tummy. If the tummy grows more than that, that means the fat is getting accumulated on the organs of the body, organs in around the stomach. Then they will definitely be prone to diabetes because that is called obesity. Obesity is directly related to diabetes. When a person is obese, obese means increased fat in the body and decreased physical activity. Increased fat, diabetes, increased fat, hypertension means BP will go high. Increased fat will lead to cardiovascular problems. Cardiovascular problems means heart problems. All these things will increase. So these are some simple things I want to tell you. I don't want to scare anybody. Please eat well, sleep well, drink a lot of water. When I'm telling eat well, you will know. By eating chips and all, that is not called well. Eat a lot of vegetables, especially fiber content. Eat it more, no problem. You can eat a lot of fruits. People ask, should I drink juice or I eat fruit? I personally believe it's better to eat a whole fruit than a juice because the fiber content of the juice will be in the juice, it will be out. So it's better to eat the whole fruit. Eat the whole apple, eat the whole musambi, orange, pomegranates, anything, eat it, no problem. Eat a lot of vegetables, very important. If I have to boil it or do I eat it raw, that's totally dependent on individual taste. There is no problem with that. See, instead of eating so much rice, eat this much of vegetables and this much rice. And the best ideal time to eat your food, dinner, is minimum 2.5 hours before you go to sleep. Example, if you're going to sleep at 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever. So it has to be at 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8. And then you sleep at 10:30, they'll be completely digested well. Food will be neatly digested. Even the micro elements and micronutrients will be easily digested and it will be entered the system and then you can sleep very well. But what happens, people in Indian culture, dinner is the most fantastic thing. They all have to eat at 9:30, 10, sleep by 11. There is no time to digestion. Please don't do that. You can eat wonderful breakfast. Always eat dinner like a beggar. They tell that. So that means eat less. Beggar doesn't mean you have to think in a negative way. You have to eat very, very less in the night. After 8 o'clock, no coffee, no tea. That spoils the sleep. And shall I drink lot of water? No problem. Only thing is, if you drink a little extra water, you'll be getting up in the middle of the night to go to the restroom. That's absolutely okay. There are people who say, "Ayo, once I sleep, I don't want to get up." That means it's okay. You drink a little lesser water post 8:30, little less water. That's all. So, but the whole day you have to drink 3 to 4 liters of water for proper digestion. If there is no proper digestion, again there is gastritis, again there is stress to the body, again all the physical stress, emotional stress, mental stress, any type of stress can lead to diabetes. That we have to understand very well. So you can eat anything. Every culture, every Indian culture has wonderful, rich food. You can eat pongal, you can eat anything, but add a lot of vegetables to the pongal, dosa, chutney, those idli in the morning. It has so much of probiotics. So that's actually very good for the gut health. When the gut is healthy, the whole body is healthy. So I want you to follow these things. It is not that you all don't know all these things. Everybody knows everything. It is just that we don't follow. When it comes to dinner, we invite friends for dinner. From now on, change lifestyle. If possible, invite them for lunch. It's more better because when they come to dinner, you can't tell them, you know what, I love to eat, but I can't eat because I'm diabetic. It is nothing like you should not even eat sweet at all, but eat in moderation. But what happens once you start eating one sweet, second sweet, third sweet, we keep on tossing it. Don't do that. So I tell people, you better have parties for a lunch break, lunch, because that will get digested easily, and let your dinner be very, very, very light. When it comes to diabetes, people will think, oh, diabetes means that's all. I cannot eat rice at all. I cannot eat sweet at all. Nothing like that. Please eat everything but in moderation. Your rice and all carbohydrate content can be there in the afternoons. Proteins and all a little higher in the night. Protein and fiber. No problem. Can I drink coffee with sugar? Please drink, but very, very less. Very less. You can't stop people. There are people who say, "Arey, 45 years, 50 years, 60 years of my life, I had coffee with sugar. How can I control?" So if you suddenly do this, it will be difficult. So slowly start reducing your sugar intake. And most important, when I'm referring to sugar, it is not only just refined sugar. It is also the complex sugars, which are just carbohydrates only. The more of maida, not advised. There are so many sweets made out of maida only. We advise not to take those things. It is, if you take direct sugar, you can take rice, ragi, millets. You can eat that in any amount of this thing, no problem at all. Fiber is very, very important because with this much of carbohydrate, little, you take so much of fiber, you will feel filling. That time, what happens? Your diabetic spikes. Whoever is already diabetic, we call it glucose spiking. Immediately, the glucose levels goes very, very high when you have eaten so much of carbohydrate. So it is better reduce carbohydrate. I'm not telling don't take it all, reduce it and eat more of fibers so that the glucose spike in a diabetic person won't go very, very high. That we have to understand. And you have to talk about breads and all, but all that white bread and all is lot of carbohydrates. Try to reduce on the intake of white bread and anything white, too much of rice, too much of sugar, refined sugar, all these things can be reduced. More so, don't take anything which has been stored. That means, what do you say, ready-made foods. They have, uh, huh? What, yeah? My daughter is suggesting me, you tell I also eat it, it seems. Thank you so much. It is class 2 preservatives. Class 2 preservatives is sodium metabisulfate. Sodium metabisulfate, these are preservatives which is present in most of the foods like potato fries and a lot of other things. That leads to obesity. That will definitely lead to obesity. Obesity is directly related to diabetes. So this is a very simple thing. Please, if you want to eat juice, let it not be processed juice. You prepare fresh fruit juice at home, you can have it instead of having processed juice. In processed juice, they add a lot of fructose, which is high content of sugar. In your house, you can prepare any type of juice. You can add very less of sugar or just don't even add sugar, and you can enjoy the juices at home. And then there's a lady who said, Doctor, I like biryani a lot. So no problem. Nobody is stopping you from having all those things, but have it in moderation. Heavy food, have it in the afternoon. In the night, please reduce your carbohydrate intake. And most important, sleep time has to be 2.5 hours after food and sleep. And most important, sleep, when it comes to sleep, when you don't sleep properly, I want to tell you something very, very clearly. Food does not get digested properly, and there is gastritis possible, and there is stress in the body. Cortisol may go very, very high. All these things again will lead to diabetes. So sleep also is an extremely important parameter. I've spoken so much about sleep in the previous times. I've spoken about sleep and stress and all those things. But now again, I'll repeat a few things. Increased stress will lead to diabetes, definitely. So whatever work you are in, whatever profession you are in, comfortably work. It's very, very important, because once diabetes sets in, life has to take a lot of changes. And more important, the more stagnant we are, diabetes is definite. Stagnant money means you're just sitting in one place without doing any major work. You need to be physically fit and active. The more activity you do, the glucose will get digested in the body. It will not be stored in form of fats, and definitely it will not lead to diabetes. So be more active, do a lot of physical activity, that then you can keep away diabetes. So let's now see how to prevent diabetes. Prevent diabetes is being very active, wonderful sleep, 6 to 8 hours, good water, good food, physical activity, and sunshine also. We will prevent diabetes. So what happens? You've already developed diabetes. First and foremost, visit your doctor regularly, blood test regular, then medicines regular, then change in diets. Diet means, I'm doing diet. I am now on water diet. 15 days, nothing but only water. Please don't do all these things. Please don't take erratic decisions where you'll again, once after 15 days, then whatever you see, you feel like eating and eating and eating, and again you'll be developing more of problems only. Whatever you do, live a life of simplicity and moderation. So 3 meals a day, with 3 meals, good amount of proteins, good amount of fibers, and lot of vegetables and fruits. You can inculcate carbohydrates in your breakfast and your lunch, but not in the dinner times. Good amount of water. Medicines is a must. Some of the doctors put you on insulin depending on your values. Now let us understand what are the high values of diabetes. Then if you tell values, people will say this is pharma game, that is doctor's game. Let's keep all that aside and let's see one thing. If it is random any time of the day, if they check, if it is more than 140, 150, that means it is diabetes. Before food means on empty stomach. Empty stomach, it will generally be around 80 to 100 sugar levels in the blood. After food, after 2 hours or 1 hour or 1 and 2.5 hours of food, if the levels are more than 120 to 135, 140, if it is very much more than that, that means a person is diabetic. So if you suddenly see, "Arey, I have 129 after food," don't be so scared. It's okay. It can be managed. Something above 150 is something which you need to really worry a lot. If doctors give you a medicine, they'll generally give anti-diabetic drugs like metformins or glibenclamide, all these things. They will handle it properly. Now comes the major problem. Hypoglycemia. That means diabetes means increased blood sugar level. But there is also a condition in a diabetic patient called hypoglycemia, where blood sugar levels fall suddenly. See, during stressful conditions or when you have long periods not had food, or anytime these kind of conditions are hypo, where the values of the blood sugar level falls below 70, 50 and all those things. That is more dangerous. That's why I've always suggest diabetic patients to keep some sweet with them. So if they suddenly feel hypoglycemic, just pop up a chocolate so that the blood sugar levels will raise easily. Hypoglycemia means when the blood sugar levels fall, there are possibility of head reeling, if high profuse sweating or feeling helplessness. You will suddenly feel you want food, you want food, you want to eat or something like that. And post Eating food also, once again, the blood sugar wouldn't raise immediately. So you'll feel very tired and all that stuff. This is the signs of hypoglycemia. Now let us see diabetes signs. You'll never know if you have diabetes or not at all. But still, there are three things. We call it polyuria, polydipsia, polyphagia. Polyuria means somewhere you excessive urination. If an individual off late the urination has increased, that means polyuria. It could be a sign of diabetes. It could also be a sign of anxiety. You need to just understand. Next one is polydipsia. They're feeling excessive thirst. They feel like drinking water a lot. You can see if a diabetic is at home, they'll say, I'm feeling very cold. I'm feeling very hot. I need to switch on the AC or switch on the fan. Means there is a lot of perspiration. And then polyphagia, they keep on eating a lot. That's the third sign. They keep on frequent urination, frequent drinking a lot of water, eating a lot of food. These are all could be signs of diabetes. If anybody at a very young age is feeling these things, you can go get their blood sugar levels checked. And if you just check it once, it will not be confirmed. Always do it in a fasting stage, overnight fasting of 12 hours and 2 hours after food. You can be able to identify diabetes easily. You can take a samples, first one, and after 15 days, you can repeat the process again. And after 10 days, you can repeat. You can three times you need to check and it is confirmed diabetes. And the doctor will start with medicines. Don't say, I will not take medicines. Medicines are very safe. A lot of research has been happened on that. It will not trouble your kidney, liver, small intestine, gallbladder, nothing. You can take it safely. Please don't skip medicines. And there's also sometimes when initially you started taking treatment, there are possibility of hypoglycemia. What I told you means situation where if sugar levels fall very fast, go back to your doctor. They'll adjust the doses. That's very important. Frequently be in touch with your family physician and they'll be able to guide you very well. You can have a dietitian. They're also able to guide you post diabetes, how to manage your food. And also you can have your own psychologist who will also manage the stress levels very, very well. And to reduce your stress levels, even if there is diabetes or not, most important, relax, sit in stillness. That's what I tell everybody. Just sit in stillness. If an individual can sit comfortably for minimum 15 minutes without looking at their phone, without thinking anything, without okay, I have to do something, and of all these hyper thoughts, that means you're having control over your body. You need to do a lot of peace meditation, which you all are doing extremely well. Sleep very, very well. And then be in connect with people and don't hide your diabetics as a situation. Tell it to people. Let people know you have that situation. When suddenly there is hypoglycemia or some other issue, they'll be able to handle. And if at all it is diabetes is undiagnosed or not treated properly, there is all chances of a person developing peripheral neuropathy, nephropathy, myopathy, and also disturbance of the eye. That means you will be feeling the legs below your feet, burning sensations sometimes, or there'll be no sensations at all. There'll be a lot of itching and all that stuff happening. So we always tell the patients with diabetes, maintain your feet care very, very well. Your foot care has to be maintained very well because you'll never know something has pricked it and it is not managed. If diabetes is not managed, there are all chances of that becoming sepsis and spreading to the legs. That's when they need to cut the legs. So that is the reason. Please maintain your foot care very, very well. If undiagnosed or diabetes for long time, uncontrolled diabetes, there are all chances of a person becoming blind. So that is also something which you need to take care regularly. Visit your ophthalmologist and get your eye checkup done very clearly. And next one is kidneys get damaged. There are all chances the kidneys will get damaged. So it's better for them to take care of it very, very well. Next, I told you, there will be suddenly weight gain, suddenly weight loss seen in a person. That could be due to diabetes variations. If you see all these symptoms, please go to your nearest doctor or your family doctor or specialist or whomever it is, discuss and get yourselves evaluated, checked, you will feel better. So if diabetes has come to you, it doesn't stop you from partying, it doesn't stop you from living a life, it doesn't stop you from anything. It is just that you need to control your habits very well and maintain very well. And if you're under alcohol, tobacco, any type of addictions, you need to come out of it. with these things, diabetes levels, sugar levels are all possibilities of going high. And if at all you have any mental health issues like depression, anxiety, these are all disorders which will lead to increased blood sugar levels. Increased blood sugar levels will again lead to increased anxiety levels. So they all are interconnected. So whatever be the condition, understand that, go to your doctor, get yourself evaluated. You have wonderful, highly experienced people here. They'll be able to connect with you, correct everything very well. And then whenever possible, you can even talk to us, connect with us and talk about it. I tell my friends, come on, let's talk about our diabetes levels. Me and my friend, both of our classmates are diabetic. So he says, oh, you know what? My levels are 300. Oh, you know what? My levels are 220. It's okay. Let's control. Exercise, exercise, exercise is very important. Being active, fit physically and mentally, emotionally too is extremely important. And if anybody else has diabetes, don't scare them. Tell them you can still live happily. There are people after the diagnosis and detection of diabetes, they happily lived for longer time compared to non for people who it was not diagnosed early. So don't even think that, oh, something like this will happen to me. You have to understand early detection is always better. Your lifestyle gets better. It's just not you need to correct your lifestyles. Correcting lifestyle is eating proper food on time, 3 times a day, sleeping very well, good amount of water, walking in the sunshine, connecting with your family, and then doing a lot of spiritual activities, exercises, and mental peace. For that, you need to pray, which you all know very, very well. 1,200, 1,800, I don't know, 1,400 episodes, and still going. Great job. More power to all of you. Thank you all for the patient listening and thank you for the wonderful opportunity. Any doubts, you can just please ask me.
Thank you, Doctor, for your very informative, inspiring talk, which is very useful to all of us. So firstly, let us all congratulate and applaud her speech for 30 seconds.
So if possible, you can take a picture. Let's
Yes.
all switch on the cameras and all of them smile very well and show that we have wonderful teeth and take pictures. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, from what I understand is, firstly, we have to focus on maintaining a good lifestyle overall. So that's very essential to maintain and rather control diabetes and stress. And another point you pointed out is always good to take less sugar intake. But I have a question on that. Even if we don't take sugar, when we eat fruits and other things, and also they produce sugar, the body. And also I understand the body itself produces sugar sometimes. So how do we manage these things? Even if we reduce our sugar intake, when we eat more fruit like grapes and all those things, we eat mangoes and all those things, then we know that the sugar level can go out of control.
So when we're talking about sugar spike, means the sugar level going very high. Here I'm referring to a diabetic patient, not everybody. So for the others, sugar levels, when the insulin, the most important hormone which is responsible for maintaining the blood sugar level, insulin, is there in everybody. And even if whatever fruits you eat for a regular person, it will automatically be managed by the hormone. But when a person is diabetic, that's what we are telling. When there are high blood sugar levels, the insulin produced inside the body itself will not be able to manage. That's the reason we tell them you need to take external medicines. But when you say, example, a diabetic eats for grapes or mango, especially, everybody loves mango. But that increases the blood sugar level. What we tell them not to stop, but they can't eat too much because that itself will add to the blood sugar level. So that's why I use the word moderation. You can probably eat 1 or 2 slices of it, not where you eat. There are people who say, hey, I love mango. You know what? For once I eat 1 kg, but that itself is too huge. 1 to 3 slices are okay. Automatically the sugar will be able to manage because they have taken medicines. But when you take very high levels, the body cannot manage it. That's the reason it will be adding to the blood sugar level to the body. So please do it, but in moderation.
Okay, and another question I would like to ask is, you were talking about genetics, but nowadays there's a new theory, epigenetics. You may have heard about this. That means even though there's a genetic by nature, by birth, we could change it by changing our food and other lifestyle. That's what they have already accepted. What is your view on that?
That I agree. See, example, if an individual is prone to diabetic, if the father, the mother, anybody has diabetic, if they manage, that means with proper lifestyle, with proper food
Lifestyle.
habits, with a lot of exercises, sleep, and everything, so they can prolong the arrival of diabetes to the body. No problem. Example with diabetes, if the family has history of diabetes, my grandfather had at the age of 35, my dad developed at the age of 30, and I developed at the age of 35. Maybe if at all I could have prolonged, if at all I would have worked really very hard on the epigenetics, as you said, on all the lifestyle factors, I could have prolonged maybe, but it did not happen. So
Thank
with
you.
proper lifestyle management, lifestyle money, it is just not simply we tell people lifestyle, most of them think it is only dieting. It is not only dieting. It is proper sleep, proper, as you said, exercise, and most important is meditation. You need to keep your body calm and tell the body it is okay, even if I'm sitting in one place for 20 minutes, the world will not fall down. Nothing will happen. So it's not, the world is not come to an end. But when some people know, if you ask them to sit down properly for 10 minutes, they're like, oh, yo, what happened? Ah, something happened. They'll be so anxious. You need to control all these things. So if you control all these things, you can definitely prolong diabetes into the system.
As you said, stress is the main culprit. We have to
Yes,
control stress,
stress is the
number
main
one.
culprit for many things.
Okay, thank you, Doctor. Now
Thank you,
we'll
sir.
go to if we get a feedback from the audience. I mean, first, Guganesan, Master, you can ask your question.
Thank you very much, sir. இமைப்பொழுது மென்னெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ்வாழ்க. I said, Madam, I am remembering Almighty. I just want to ask a couple of questions. You were saying that when we travel, you carry 1 or 2 chocolates in your pocket to avoid the low blood sugar level problem. That's rather than you do that, how can you really maintain by eating food in a low amount several times? Is it possible to do that? That one question. And the second one is it okay to use artificial sweetener? These are the 2 questions I want to ask.
There are people who put artificial sweeteners to the coffee and other drinks. Generally, sweetener is a sweetener that also has glucose. So it is better to avoid it. And any juice, example, it already has sweet inside that. So it is better advised not to add extra sugar. And when I told you about keep sweet or a chocolate or something like that, that is a process which happens to a diabetic when their blood sugar levels are not properly maintained. It's very high, suddenly it falls down. If they have not had food for a very long time or a very long exposure to exercises and they have not had something, the blood sugar levels falls. So to prevent the danger of very low blood sugar levels, we always advise them to keep something sweet, chocolate or something like that with them for a safety purpose. What you are telling is managing. But hypoglycemic episode can happen anytime. We don't know when it can happen. So for safety purpose, you keep it. But managing with your good food habits and all, do it on a regular basis.
All I am asking is, I mean, you say, but I was wondering, rather than eating twice or thrice heavy food, if you can split that amount into, say, eating, say, 4 or 5 times more times, small amount.
Definitely you can do that.
That's the thing
Definitely
I'm asking.
you can do that. See, what I said is prolonged time when the individual has not eaten anything, the blood sugar levels will fall. Even if it is high, there is a chance of it to fall. So if you eat 1 chapati, instead of eating 2 chapati, you eat 1, and after 1 hour, you eat 1 more. It's okay. Generally, people are so busy, they can't do, they'll say, I'm sitting in the office, I'm somewhere traveling, I can't eat and all. Then it's okay. So, but what you said by splitting your food also, that's also one of the best way of managing.
Okay. Thank you very much. That's all I
Thank
asked.
you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, Arindai Master, you can ask the question.
Greetings to all. Thank you very much, Dr. Padmakshi. Very useful information and very informative. Everything you have given us, how to manage this. The stress is the main problem for diabetic. And I want to ask you about melatonin. You said during the sleep, you get more melatonin. Likewise, when you meditate, you get more melatonin? You think?
Melatonin, possibly meditation, it might be there, but what is secreted more during meditation is serotonin and dopamine, happy hormones.
Okay.
This is a sleep hormone.
Because they say meditation, when you meditate for 1 hour, is equal to 6 hours sleep.
It's equivalent to sleep. It might be produced, but these are the happy hormones. See, when you're meditating and you're so relaxed, that's when even these happy hormones are increasing. So even that is also reducing the stress.
Yeah, because when you start meditating, your sleep pattern goes a bit down.
Yes.
So you do more meditation, then your sleep. That's what I'm asking. Whether is it okay?
It's absolutely okay. There is nothing like don't do meditation. You can even do for 2 hours, no problem. If the individual is comfortable doing, see, many people can't even do for 15 minutes. But if you can do it for a long period of time, wonderful. That means you have wonderful control over your body, mind, and soul. No problem.
Yeah,
it's absolutely no problem.
Yeah, because when you sleep, even though you sleep 4 hours, you don't know where you are sleeping 4 hours without any thoughts, any disturbance, but you meditate more. So that's okay, isn't it?
You can do it, but when you sleep in the night, whatever it is, we definitely tell them to sleep for 7 to 8 hours because there are 4 phases of sleep. Theta phase is one of the deepest phase where the pain, any physical pain in the body automatically gets healed, cured during that phase. But what happens? So many people don't even go to that phase. So we ask them to sleep deeply. And then for meditation, even if how many number of hours and all, if you're doing it, there's no problem at all. Absolutely okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It's
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Satya madam, hello, how are you?
Okay, now Suresh Kandaraja Master, you can ask.
Greetings to all. Excellent presentation, Dr. Padmakshi, Lokesh.
Thank you, sir.
Very good. You highlighted the key points for healthy living. There is, mindful breathing, there is meditation, regular exercises, and healthy eating, and the good sleep. What we are doing everything here, like, we are doing, there are 4 yoga teachers are here. They're teaching yoga. And we are doing meditation 3 times. That is, 10 o'clock in the morning, 8:45, 10 o'clock, later on at 8 p.m. as well. And also, we are encouraging, people, like the good speakers are coming and speaking in our forum after the meditation. So people are gaining, a lot of things from this forum. And we look forward to your next presentation in a different topic. Please join us again. And also, I want to mention that one of my friends, Sylvia, is here. Sylvia, do you want to ask any questions or any comment? Please ask,
Hello, good morning. Thank you for the talk, which is very nice. I am a medical herbalist from profession, and I remember for diabetes, I will normally suggest food which is low in glycemic index, like, for example, apples, and some foods that they release low sugar level. And I was thinking the food is very important, and the management as well. Well done for the talk, which was excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sylvia, if you want, you can join for the meditation. We are starting around about 10 past 10.
Yes, I'll try to do that.
Please join.
Thank you.
After this, Mr. Kumarasamy Pillamaster from Sydney is going to summarize her speech in Tamil. I know that you don't understand Tamil, but wait for 5 minutes. After that, we'll start the meditation. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Sada Master, you can express your views, please.
Okay. Greetings to all. I'll make it brief as possible. Actually, as usual, Dr. Padmakshi's presentation was excellent. And we know about a lot of things, but at the same time, people don't stick to it. That's the main problem. They don't stick to it. They think they are doing right, but they don't do it. Always, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And then the habit comes. It's a family, sometimes familial type of food, how they lived, how they sort of spending their time, leisure activities and things like that. Till late, they watch the video, TV, and things like that, and they can't go to sleep. That's main problem. Stress is a great culprit, actually. That's why people get ill, not only diabetes, for everything. I will stop with this, but very nice presentation. The way you described, it's great, actually. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Is there anyone there to ask any question, please?
All right now.
Okay, now I will summarize.
There's this chat box there. If you want, you can read it, or someone can read the chat box.
Dr. Chadai?
Okay. Meenambiya Master, thank you very much, Doctor. Gandhi Master, thank you very much. Detailed analysis of the cause and symptoms and how to handle and the food and stress. If we can sit for 15 minutes, sit in stillness is good. Thank you. That's all.
Next, Kumasami Master now
Yeah.
summarize her speech in Tamil. Do you know Dr. Padmakshi? Tamil is the oldest language in the world. You know that. You know it, isn't it? Yeah, you listen for 10 minutes and you will understand.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you once again for the opportunity to all of you. Thank you. Shrikant sir, thank you.
Thank you for your excellent presentation, and we see you again soon. Thank you.
Definitely, sir. Thank you. I'm here.
Okay.
Thank you.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். இன்று டாக்டர் பத்மா அவர்கள் நீரிழிவும் மன அழுத்தத்தை எப்படி முகாமைப்படுத்துகிற தலைப்பில் ஒரு சிறந்த உரையை வழங்கினார். அந்த உரையின் தமிழ் தொகுப்பை சுருக்கமாக சொல்ல விளங்குகின்றேன். முதலாவது அவர் ஆரம்பத்திலேயே நீரிழிவு நோய் என்றால் பயப்பட வேண்டியது இல்லை என்றதுக்காக ஒரு கணவன் மனைவியுடைய உண்மை கதையை அவர் சொன்னார். அதற்கு நான் கூற விரும்புகின்றேன். கணவனுக்கு 40 வயது, மனைவிக்கு 35 வயது. மனைவி வீட்டு வேலையை பார்த்து கொண்டிருந்தார். கணவன் மிக பிரபலமானவர், எல்லா விதத்திலும் எல்லா வசதிகளும் இருந்தது. அப்படி இருந்தோண்டு ஒரு நாள் மனைவி டாக்டர் சொன்னார், நான் இவரை விவாகரத்து செய்ய போகின்றேன் என்று. அப்போ மருத்துவர் ஆச்சரியமாக, என்ன காரணத்தாக நீங்கள் இவரை விவாகரத்து செய்ய போறீங்க என்றால், அவர் சொன்னார், இவருக்கு நீரிழிவு நோய் விட்டது. இனி என்னால் இவருக்காக விதமான சாப்பாடு தயாரித்து கொடுக்க முடியாது, நான் வீட்டு பணியில் இருக்க முடியாது, அதனால் தான் நான் விவாகரத்து கோரப் போகிறேன் என்று சொன்னார். இதிலிருந்து என்ன சொல்றேன் என்றால், நீரிழிவு என்றால் இது ஒரு தவறான பயப்படக்கூடிய ஒரு பொருள் இல்லை என்பதை தான் நான் கூறுகின்றேன். அதுதான் முக்கியமாக எப்பொழுது நாங்கள் ஒரு குடும்பத்தில் சில நேரங்களில் இருந்தால் அது தொடர்ந்து வரும் வாய்ப்பு இருக்கின்றது என்று பார்ப்போம். அதனால் குடும்பத்திலே நீரிழிவு நோய் இருந்தால் எப்பொழுதும் கொஞ்சம் விழிப்புணர்வுடன் இருப்பது நல்லது. அது இன்றைய வாழ்க்கையில விதமான மாற்றங்கள் ஏற்பட்டு கொண்டிருக்கின்றன. வாழ்க்கை முறையிலே பல மாற்றங்கள் ஏற்பட்டுகின்றன. இதனால் என்ன நடக்கின்றால் உடல்நிலை பாதிக்கப்படுகின்றது. அதாவது நீரிழிவு என்றது ஒரு உடல் ஏற்படும் ஒரு கோளாறு என்றுதான் சொல்ல வேண்டும். அந்த நீரிழிவுல 4 வகையான நீரிழிவு இருக்கின்றது. முதலாவது அநேகமான குழந்தைகளுக்கு தான் வரும். 2வது வயது போனவர்களுக்கு கூடிய குழந்தைகளுக்கு நாங்கள் இருந்தால் கவனமாக இருக்க வேண்டும். அடுத்ததாக வயது வந்தவர்களுக்கும், குறிப்பாக 80 வயதுக்கு மேற்பட்டவர்களுக்கு நாங்கள் மருந்தும் அத்துடன் சேர்ந்து வாழ்க்கை முறையை மாற்றுவதற்கான வழிகளையும் எழுப்பிக் கொள்கிறோம். அது 3வது நடுத்தரம் என்று சொல்வார்கள். 4வது வந்து ப்ரீ டயபிட்டிஸ் என்று சொல்வார்கள். இதெல்லாம் வந்து மிக்க ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளக்கூடியது. ஆனால் ஒன்று மாதம் கூட விரும்புகின்றேன். இந்த நீரிழிவு நோய்க்கு நாங்கள் கட்டுப்படுத்துறதுக்கு எங்களுடைய இல்லாமல் செய்யறதுக்கு மேஜர் வந்து மன அழுத்தத்தை கூடிய அளவு எங்களுடைய கட்டுப்பாட்டுக்கு வச்சிருக்க வேண்டும். 2வது வந்து வாழ்க்கை முறையை சென்ற வேண்டும். குறிப்பாக நான் என்ன சொல்கிறேன் என்றால், நீங்கள் உறக்கம் குறைந்தது 8 மணி நேரத்துக்காக இருக்க வேண்டும். மற்றது எப்பொழுதும் வந்து இப்படியான உறங்கும் பொழுதுதான் என்னுடைய நல்ல ஹோமோன்ஸ் வந்து வருகின்றது. அதனால் இந்த கோர்டிசால் போன்றவற்றை குறைத்து நல்லா இருக்க வேண்டும். அடுத்தது முக்கியமாக வந்து உடல் பருமனை நாங்கள் கவனிக்க வேண்டும் என்று, அது குறிப்பாக ஆண்களுக்கு இடை வந்து 36 இன்ச்சு அங்குலமும் பெண்களுக்கு 34 அங்குலத்துக்கு மேலே போனால் அது வந்து பருமனுக்கு அடையாளம் என்று நான் சொல்ல வேண்டும். ஆகையினாலே இப்போ இது என்ன செய்யணும் என்றால், நீங்கள் பழங்கள் மரக்கறிகள் முதலியவற்றை சாப்பிட்டு உங்களது கவனமாக இருக்க வேண்டும். மற்றது இன்னொரு முக்கியமான செய்தி என்றால், உறங்க போவதற்கு 2.5 மணி நேரம் முன்னர் உங்களுடைய இரவு சாப்பாட்டை எடுக்க வேண்டும். அடுத்தது இரவில வந்து குறைவாக சாப்பிடுங்கள். இரவில 8 மணி அதில் வந்து காஃபி அதில் குடிப்பது கூடாது. எப்பொழுது மற்றது என்னவென்று நீங்களுடைய அழுத்தத்தை என்ன மாதிரி கையாளலாம் என்பதை நீங்கள் கற்றுக்கொண்டீர்கள் என்றால் அது மிக நல்லா இருக்கணும். மற்றது எப்பொழுதுமே உணவை வந்து அளவோடு முக்கியமான உணவை சாப்பிட வேண்டும். அடுத்தது உடற்பயிற்சி அநேகமாக இந்த வருத்தங்கள் வர கண்டால் ஒரே இடத்தில் இருந்து கொண்டு வேலை செய்பவர்கள் படிப்பவர்களுக்குத்தான் இப்படியான வருத்தங்கள் வாருது. ஆகையினாலே உடற்பயிற்சி மிக முக்கியம் என்பதை கூறுகின்றேன். அடுத்தது வந்து எப்பொழுதும் வந்து சில சமயங்களில் வந்து உடம்பிலே இந்த சுகர் லெவல் மிக குறைவு, 70க்கு கீழே போகலாம். அப்படியான நேரங்களில் நீங்கள் பயணம் செய்ய எப்பொழுதும் உங்களுடன் ஒரு சாக்லேட் என்ன வச்சுக் கொள்ளுங்கள். உடனே அதை சாப்பிட்ட உடனே அந்த லெவல் மேலே போகும். மற்றது இப்படியான இதில் கவனிக்காவிட்டால் சிறுநீரகம் பாதிக்கப்படும், உடல்நிலை பாதிக்கக்கூடும். ஆகையினாலே இது நீங்கள் வந்து மிக முக்கியமானது என்றால் உங்கள் மன அழுத்தத்தை உங்கள் கட்டுப்பாட்டுக்கு கொண்டும் முதல் எதிரி மன அழுத்தம் என்று கூறலாம். அடுத்தது வந்து நல்ல உணவு, நல்ல வாழ்க்கை முறை, இவற்றையெல்லாம் கற்பிட்டால் நீரிழிவு நோயை பற்றி பயப்பட வேண்டியதில்லை, மகிழ்ச்சியாக வாழலாம். இந்த வாய்ப்புக்கு நன்றி கூறி விட வருகின்றேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you very much, Ana-Pana-Sati Pita Master, for excellent translation of Dr. Padmakshi's speech. Thank you so much. Thank you.
We'll clap for 30 seconds again for Ana-Pana-Sati Pita Master for the wonderful translation. Thank you. Okay, now we are going to, next session is meditation. Arundhati Master?
No, Ana-Pana-Sati Pita Master guides the meditation today.
All right. Ana-Pana-Sati Pita Master, please.
Now let us engage in the mental peace therapy.
Master, because of Sylvia, if you can guide the meditation in English, it will be better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now let us engage in mental peace therapy. Always drink moderate warm water before and after mental peace therapy. Drinking warm water ensures that your throat is not dry. If you are wearing spectacles, please remove them. While engaging in this therapy, you should sit comfortably, ensuring that our spinal cord is straight and our shoulders, neck, face muscles are fully relaxed. Interlock your fingers and place your hands on your laps. Cross your feet. Gently close your eyes. Please do not open your eyes until an announcement is made. Now, a soothing music will be provided, and please listen to it and observe your breath. Thank you.